And we back, and we back.
We back.
Do you have something to tell them?
Me?
Yeah.
What?
Hopefully we're back on the comfy couch with some drinks in our hand.
I'm done forever.
I'm gonna catch you when you're sat here with the fucking glass of wine in your hand.
You calling me out in front of my friends and family is crazy. Where is the loyalty? This is Juice. We're back like we never left. Hey besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know what brought you here, but I love that for you, I love that for me, and I love that for us. Period. We want to address some things. The timing in which we've been posting these, we are so sorry.
I'm sorry.
We are sorry.
Okay, last night it was me, okay? I'm so sorry, y'all. When I tell you we were hurting. Like,
guys, I swear we don't have a problem. You know, we had a watch party that got a little crazy.
Yeah.
So we were late with our posting yesterday, but no more. We're gonna be on time.
It was me. I'll take accountability. It was not Justine. Justine was on it. She was like calling me like, hello. And I was like,
we're gonna do better, guys. This is gonna be an actual pregame because that's what we wanted for you guys, to be able to watch these before the episode. So
why didn't Jack have a speech?
People were pretty upset about that.
I was upset to not see it.
I feel like he didn't have to give a speech because he didn't actually choose me. We were stuck together at the end, so they were, you know, I felt like he didn't have to give a speech as to why he was like picking me, because he didn't pick me, right? Honestly, he was so nervous though. He kind of was like, wait, I would have loved to give a speech, but also like I'm kind of glad I didn't.
God.
Yeah, like, I'm kind of glad I didn't have to because he was so nervous.
What did you think / did you expect Johnny picking Jess over Liberty? And were you surprised?
Ooh, that's a good one. What do you think?
We were all so confused. Well, my confusion came from how Jess reacted, because she was like, what? And so I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, he was giving both of them attention, right? But then, he had a conversation with Liberty and said to her before the recoupling that
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that he feels like their conversations aren't deep enough. So he did tell her that.
He did tell her that.
So that's why, like, we were kind of like surprised because they were like, you know.
But I guess at that point, who else would he have chosen? Yeah, and I think that was like my like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy right now, came from Jess's reaction. Because I was like, she was so shocked, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, we were all sat there like, this is so awkward.
I know, we were like, damn, what is happening right now?
So bad. Jess really said, why?
Why?
Explain yourself.
Why?
Ooh, what do you think about the first same-sex couple?
I love women! Women!
When they coupled up to, like, the only thing I feel like Kira was worried about was like, how do you think we'll do in challenges? I said, listen, if there's ever a challenge where we need to like back somebody, we got you.
Oh, we got you, girl.
But like, you guys will be just fine. And plus, I can't imagine they would like make challenges that would just be so unfair for them. But I loved it. And I was like, you know what? If that's where your heart's telling you to go, do it.
I loved it. I was so happy for them.
I also love the fact that she really bagged Megan off of Callum.
She really said, nope.
She said, I will take that.
Did you know that Kira was coming in?
No, I did not know Kira was coming. We all were on the flight to Fiji together, so we kind of knew which LA girls and like, so we did run into a few UK girls at the airport. So we kind of knew a few of the people that were gonna be on the show, but we didn't know when they were gonna put anyone in. So when I like walked out, I genuinely was so shocked to see Kira. Like,
we were so happy to see her.
We were like wondering the whole time, like, when are they bringing her in?
We were so like, God damn, like we need our friend in here. Like, I don't know. I remember us like feeling away already. Like I'm tired. Like
that night I was like, I miss Kira. I was like, when are they bringing her in?
They heard you. The gods heard you, bro.
The next morning they said.
I wish that they would have shown my conversations with Kira. Like, cause she came in and like, obviously, I think some of you guys know, like her and I have had like a thing in the past. And we had this full conversation about how she was like, I'm interested if you are. And I was like, yeah, I'm open to that.
Kira and Cely's dynamic, these two, I feel like they would-
We're nuts.
Yeah, they would flirt and then like Kira or Cely would be like, I want to take you out, let's go on a date, never follow through.
Yeah.
And then Kira would be like, does she like me? And I'd be like, I think so. But like, you know what I mean?
That's our dynamic outside of here. Like we get like, and even like the girls trip that we had for like the birthday, there was a lot going on in that birthday trip that we never really got the chance to like you know,
yeah,
be together.
But
or
the
whatever.
connection was always there.
Yeah.
You guys just never got to see it through. So we were just saying, like, in the villa, maybe this is your chance to finally, like, figure that out.
Yeah, but she did like Megan too, so yeah. And obviously I was like with Toby, but yeah.
But you did tell Toby.
I did tell Toby, and he was like, he was like, can't compete where I don't compare. I was like, how do you feel? I was like, do you feel away? Like, I didn't want him to like feel sad or anything like that I was like open to getting to know Kira. And he was like, to be fair, like, if it was another guy, yeah. He's like, but it's a woman. Like, I already know. Like,
that's what happens when you're coupled up with a baddie.
With a baddie. Valid. Guilty.
Do you guys' watch parties ever get awkward?
That's a good one.
That's such a good one.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No, not at all.
We're, I think, the best group of people to have gone through something that intense and then be able to be sat next to each other watching it. Like, when I tell you, I never thought I would see the day where me and Johnny would be in Justine's home together.
I literally said that when we were getting ready, like putting just like food and drinks out, I was like, not your ex coming to my house. I said, did we ever think this would ever happen? Like, we just died. And the fact that we can all just like sit and joke about it now is so
It's so nice. It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
would Justine have picked Jack if she was first to choose, and would Cely have picked Toby?
Took it away, my queen.
I definitely would have picked Jack. I feel like at this point I had my mind set up with the whole like Curtis and Jack thing. I was like, okay, I've seen this through. I've seen like the decision that I need to make has been made, so.
You know, I'm team Jack. For me, I definitely would have picked Toby as well. Like, even though Kira was an option for me at that point, what I had with Toby in that moment was like, that's my guy, that's my dude, that's my toad. So yes, 100%. If Kira would have picked Curtis, who would Lisa have chosen?
That's
a really good
question.
Yeah. Because that would have changed everything.
Yeah.
Like everything. I'm almost thinking, I feel like she probably would have picked maybe Johnny? At that point, she'd be thinking like, I'm a fucking Viking and I need a fucking warrior.
Yeah. And Johnny was the only one who was still kind of newer and trying to like figure it out. Like, I think everybody knew that like you were very much with Toby.
Yeah.
I was with Jack, and then Imani really obviously wanted Ray.
Yeah.
They would have been also a strong couple, and I think she would have seen that.
Oh my god, they would have been a force.
Yeah.
Bro. Like what?
Yeah. Do you think Megan would have picked Kira?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah?
Oh, she said 100%.
I'm
Left no wiggle room.
She really did. Well, I think at this point Megan did have options too. Like she had Callum as well. But yeah, after seeing their chats and stuff, like, and she was really giddy in like the dressing room and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have had a hard decision because I think she liked both, but I think ultimately she probably would have picked Kira too.
I think she would have picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were either of you nervous about who was going to pick who?
I wasn't. Were you?
I was, because like the boys sometimes I feel like are on one. So depending on who chose first, like if one person started to go crazy and think game and like just to like be with like a strong player,
they all would have.
It would have just messed everything up. And it's funny because Jack actually told me too that when he was stood, it was just Callum and Jack left. Callum had talked to Jack earlier and was like, if I pick Justine, it'll be just for like games, but like just so you know. So then Jack was saying when he was stood there and they looked at each other, he was actually nervous for a second that Callum was gonna pick me. Thank God.
If they were wild, and though, to be fair, I think maybe that's why I'm also not nervous, because let's be real, nobody's picking me because of games. Like,
I think people would have chosen you over some other people.
Why do I
to be fat?
I feel like me and Toby would have still ended up together, so I was okay.
No, because I feel like if you think about it, it's more than just like strong competitor, it's about alliances.
Oh, like
too.
social game
as well.
So
people
people knew that you and I were like this. That's true. It's the way you didn't even need brain power to put my passcode in.
It didn't need brain power when you made it. Why did you?
Cely
being tired to make her passcode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At that point, how did you feel about Jack truly? Was there still hesitation, or was it bliss? Let us know. The people want to know.
So at this point, I feel like this is when I started to really realize that I like Jack. I feel like I put the Curtis thing to rest.
Thank God. Sorry, love you, Curtis, but thank God. Look at Jack.
Listen.
Jack, look over here.
So there's another question that I'm just gonna like throw into this one. Did me and Jack have the conversation of like distance when we were coupled up? So that's also the thing. Me and Curtis had talked about just like, have you ever been to the US? Things like that. And he was like, I actually plan to move to LA in a year.
So that planted a seed and you were
so
like...
I said, okay, well, you know, I'm here for games, but if I need to protect my heart, it'll be better if somebody's gonna like be closer in proximity. And like, Jack and I didn't really have that conversation because we were both like we looked at each other and said, we're here for games. And then the feelings started to,
Get the feels?
I was like, God damn it. Justine, get your head in the game. Somebody said, where were your outfits from that you had at the recoupling?
Mine was Fashion Nova, the white laced.
Mine was Pretty Little Thing.
Slay! Shout out!
We can tag those on our stories.
Yeah.
I missed Toby and Cely content. Any cute moments they left out?
Yeah, that whole episode they said, bye Cely, bye Toby, because he was sick actually from the literal game, from the putrid fucking spitting. Yeah,
he was sick, like just laid down
all day. I did check in on him like a few times, and then there was a full bit where like Jack was like, take him something to eat, and I was like, one thing about me, I stayed my ass the fuck out the kitchen.
She really does.
But Jack helped me like make like toast. Yeah, and he was watching me put the butter, and he was like, give me this. Like,
what are you doing?
It was so shitty. I was like finger popping around by myself all day.
What do I do with my hair?
My man was sick all night. But yeah.
Was the girls' convo with Lisa as heated as it seemed on TV?
We really were sat there like, yeah.
No, honestly, that conversation did go on for a while. I give so much like grace and respect to like Steph and Lisa. There's so many people, and like even more people who come in who just struggle with the language barrier. So there were so many times that things got taken out of context.
Yeah.
And they just didn't mean it like that. They just didn't say it in a way where like we received it like, oh, but they just didn't mean it like there again, the language barrier was such a big thing, and that was something with Lisa as well. And so this conversation that you guys watch, like that was part of it. When I tell you guys, like they're not really showing our relationships, but the girlies are close. Yeah. Which is why Cely and I were like, no, we're not sending Megan or Lisa home.
Don't be sending people hate. Yeah. Okay? Give it a rest. Give it a rest. Did Jack have a UK boy alliance?
I feel like this is so interesting because we all came in on some like Team USA, Team UK, Team da-da-da, and then like we quickly find out that like when you're paired with like a UK and then you're having to like protect your own people from other like couples,
fucking hard.
It gets crazy.
They were all basically in there to have each other's backs as well, you know? Like Jack and Toby, like they were friends. Toby and Libs are like really good friends, like, and I think I forgot that a lot in there because I was kind of like thinking like me and my alliance, because I think I was just seeing red about Justine the entire time. Like no greater alliance than mine and Justine's. Like that's just point blank period. Like so I would just kind of overlook the fact that like, oh, there's other people here too.
Other people want to save their own people. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, but I know for Jack, anytime a UK person came through the door, he just like, you can't help but feel this like familiarity and this comfort, so you like want to protect your own people, you know?
Did you guys know what was happening between Jess and Liberty?
Yeah, so I feel like this is the thing. Liberty is a very open person, so she would express all of this in like the dressing room, even with Jess there. Like they would have their chats. Yeah. I didn't know about the conversation that they had.
Oh yeah, the one where Jess was sat crying. Yeah, we had no idea that happened.
Yeah.
We heard a lot about them like making out, so then I think that's why it caught us by surprise when Johnny like told her that it wasn't gonna be her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Liberty and Johnny maybe had more of like a physical chemistry, but I think Johnny felt like
maybe it couldn't go past that.
We'll let him tell y'all. How does Cely feel watching two girls fight for her ex?
I really was sat there like,
if only we knew. Me and you sat there like,
yeah, we sat there like, really? Oh. I don't see it. Great guy. It was hard for me because I'm like, I've always like dated Johnny. Like I've loved Johnny, so, but then as his ex, like you're meant to hate your ex, you know what I mean? They don't just lose the great qualities about them, so part of me felt bad for the guy. Like, I'm like,
girls would actually come up to Cely and be like,
oh yeah,
should we trust Johnny? Like, can we talk to him? Can we, like, you know, the girls asked you, like they would ask you for advice and stuff, and you would always just advise them like, yeah, like give the guy a chance.
Yeah, I was like, if you guys want to give him a chance, give him a chance. Like my relation. Yeah, my experience was my experience with him. And I was like, that's, you know, that was also years ago, and they had to see like our argument as well. So it's kind of like, and I, you know, I wasn't gonna be the ex that's like sat there bashing her fucking ex. You know what I mean? Like, so
growth.
Growth.
Just like what I said about Curtis, like holding something against somebody who did something like years ago. Like we hadn't spoken to Johnny in 3 years. We don't know if he was, you know, a completely different person. Like, so, you know, that was just for their experience to witness.
Yeah.
Did that come out bad?
No.
Okay.
Did you tell Jack about what happened with you and Caleb, or were you just game focused? My good sis, she was traumatized.
Bro, and it's so funny because I didn't think that it was translating like that. But, like, it really is showing like the trauma, bro. So yeah, no, I did tell Jack about what happened, just because like we both talked about like our previous Love Island experiences and how that was, because we didn't watch each other's seasons. So I was like, how did you do? Like, who's your person? How did that end? How did it work out? And then he asked me the same questions, and so yeah, he knew. Anyway, so that is the last question on this episode. Hopefully this gets edited and posted in time.
It will.
We're gonna get right to work. But we will see you guys in tonight's episode. Cely, close us out.
Stay super freaky. Have a good vagina. I love you.